We've seen this big correction in semiconductor stocks. The SOX, the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, off by about 14% over the past month since it peaked in the middle of September. It really seemed to me that the penny dropped, though, when Microchip came out last week and issued that profit warning. We saw the SOX fall 7% last Friday alone. Do you think that the sell-off has gone too far? Are we oversold on semiconductors, Scott?
So, Olivia, in short, I'd say not really. When it comes to the technology sector as a whole, obviously semiconductors are a part, granted a significant part, but only a part of the overall sector. There's no question that, as you indicated, microchips kind of mixed message when it comes to an inventory buildup and pending correction really has affected a variety of companies. What we're suggesting to folks is that they should focus on maybe some of the larger cap, better diversified semiconductor names, but also look well beyond that particular area, perhaps to later cycle areas like software and services as well.
So what are some of those names, some of those larger companies that focus on the later stages?
Right. So we're definitely recommending Intel. We have a buy recommendation on that stock. We know they're set to report, but we think if you look at the valuation, if you look at their exposure from a global perspective, and we look at what's going on in terms of PCs, we think that's a good name to be involved with. We like Qualcomm, exposure to mobile, and then we like Sun Edison, a smaller name, but really a good proxy on solar and really the whole new way of companies structuring when it comes to different types of asset classes in that particular area.
Okay, so overall we could perhaps see a little bit more selling on some of these tech names, these semiconductor stocks, but it is possible to separate the wheat from the chaff. Scott, just back to that profit warning from Microchip, what they signaled was that there could be an industry correction for semiconductors overall. What's the reason for that? Where's the source? What's it coming from?
Really, the source oftentimes is really just seasonality and a missed kind of calculation when it comes to demand. So now really what Microchip, which is, by the way, a very diversified company in terms of global footprint and in terms of industries, really it just comes down to producing too many chips, having too many on hand, and really thus having to cut pricing and probably taking write-downs. We'll see if other companies have similar comments to make, but we would also note the weakness in Europe probably had an impact as well.